Do y'all ever get like that creepy vibe when you watch some YouTube videos when they're talking about their prepper mags and what it requires to be in their mag? Mag is mutual assistance group for y'all that don't know. Let's just call it a prepper group from now on. You ever get that creepy feeling? You know, I watched a movie the other night. It was a John Goodman movie called 10 Cloverfield Lane. Some of y'all may have watched it. He's essentially a prepper, has an underground bunker, right? He runs a girl off the road, brings her back to his bunker, and it turns out that he had kidnapped some girl before. Don't know what happened to her. It don't ever really say what happens to her, but he won't let the two people in the bunker talk. You know, he's in control. He's in charge. He stays mad all the time. You're going to do what I say when I say it type deal, right? That you should be worshiping me because I saved your life type, right? Do any of y'all ever get that feeling off some of these? I mean, we've talked before about prepper mags, about how, you know, some of them, you got to pay a fee to be in their group, right? That's very strange to me. Our group, I've told you, it's just people we've known our whole life. I don't think you should have a group with a bunch of strangers in it. That's just me. Like I always tell you, you do you if that's the way you want to do it, right? You have your group however you want. But if you have a group of people you grew up with your whole life and you've known, or you've known them for years and years, that's different than just opening up enrollment for anybody in the United States or wherever you're at to get in your group, right? It could lead to a lot of problems down the road. You know, why would you charge somebody to be in your group? I mean, charge them money to be a member of your group. You know why you would charge them money? Because you got bills to pay, right? You need some money. So you're going to charge them to be in your group. It's some of them just give me that creepy vibe that when it does go down, they're going to turn into one of those people like, hey, this is my place. You know, this is my rules. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. You know the type I'm talking about, right? And if you're in a group like that, reconsider what you're doing. I mean, if you're having to pay to be in this group, take a deep thought and reconsider. That money you're spending on being in a group, you could be prepping, right? Right now, all you're doing is paying somebody else to be in a group, right? You're getting their agenda further down the road, right? Because they need money to do a project or something like that. Now, if that's the type of group you want to be in, go all for it. You know, like I told you before, you do you, right? Do whatever you feel you want to do. But there's groups out there probably in your area that you don't know about, right? It's probably people you've known that are preppers and they just don't talk about it, right? They don't let it be known what they're doing. They don't. We've talked about it several times on here before about how a lot of the YouTube preppers is about money. You know, that's at the bottom line, it's about money. You know, if they're showing you a product, I always ask them this. When they're showing a product like a $3,000 generator or a $1,500 water filter, do you buy it or do they give it to you? They don't ever reply, but you know they're giving it to them, right? And of course they're going to do a good review on it or something like that because they want to keep the product. You know, I don't know. A lot of this YouTube stuff it comes down to money. They're trying to make money off of you. They're trying to scare you. Every other video is you're going to die, and if you don't have this equipment, you're not going to make it, or if you don't have this by now in days and times and all this, you know what I'm talking about. I see why a lot of people don't get into prepping because they think it's like what they watch on YouTube, that they're either going to have all this stuff that these people are pushing, right, or they're not going to survive it. You understand what I'm saying, right? Guys, I've told you before, the deals are out there. Go to yard sales, flea markets, junk stores, maybe different names in your area, but second-hand stores and get some of these stuff you need. We're coming up on winter. You know, stock up on some blankets. You can go to like a thrift store and sometimes get blankets for $1, sometimes $3 to $4, dollars. Sometimes they're higher depending on what kind you want, but there's deals out there to make. You know, if you go to a yard sale and somebody's asking, let's say $5 for something, offer them something else. You know, offer them $2. See what they say. If it's worth $5 and you feel it's a good deal, pay them the $5. But always say, well, you're asking $5. Would you take $2 or $3? Whatever you feel comfortable saying. You know, there's deals out there. Especially at yard sales, people just want to get the stuff out of their way, right? Because it's taking up their space that they need. But a lot of these channels on here, they give me the creeper vibe. You know, that once it goes down and you're a member of that group, it's going to be essentially I'm the boss, and you're going to do what I say when I say type deal, right? Guys, you do you if that's the type of group you're in. A lot of them might be run like a military structure with ranks and everything, but you're going to have issues in these groups. I do not care how, even my group of people I grew up in, you know eventually you're going to have problems in that group. You're going to have them. It's not going to be all huggy-duggy, lovey-dovey stuff all the time. You're going to have problems. It's just life. It's just life. Somebody's going to get mad because somebody's getting to do something that they're not getting to do, or vice versa, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about, and it's going to get like that. Do you need a group? Yes, you need a group. I highly recommend a group of people you have known your whole life. I don't know why anyone would be wanting a group where, you know, you just let anybody in it that you don't know personally, right? Would you? Here's the best way to put it. Would you open your door and let somebody in your house you didn't know and spend the night? Probably not. Most of us wouldn't. I'm lucky around here where I'm at. It's one of them deals where, you know pretty much everybody around and everybody knows you type situation. But guys, some of these give me the creepy vibe. You know what they're going to turn into once SHTF happens. You know. If you haven't watched that movie, 10 Cloverfield Lane, go watch it and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And you'll start seeing some of them little characteristics in some of these YouTube videos we see, right, of how they're going to be when it really goes down. You know me. If you're going to have to pay to be in a group, it ain't worth it to me, right? Not worth it. Like all these people, I understand having to do background checks on people too if you're letting people in your group that you don't know. That, when you hear people saying we run background checks and you're going to pay a fee, understand it's about money. It's not about making sure that you're going to be safe when the world goes to crap, right? It's about how much money can I get out of you right now at this moment up until that happens. You know that, like these channels that you see, oh, you can pay to be a member of my channel. Why would you pay $30 a month to be a member of somebody's channel and get a special video every week? You should be telling them take that $30, and go buy you some preps with it. Crazy, right? I know I'm rambling in this video, but if you haven't watched that movie and you get a chance, I think it's on Paramount Plus, it may be on somewhere else, go watch it and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, how some of these people are going to be. Ain't nobody watching this. It's almost 8 minutes. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person who can do it. Stay safe and keep prepping.